What's up guys, welcome back to another video. As promised, I mentioned I'm going to create a video to show you how to offline activate your profile with the PSN activation for 7.02. Now I do have a video specifically done for this in 6.72. I don't want to link that video as well, which does have a lot more details. I'm going to keep it a little bit more swift here, only with the slight modification differences for 7.02, but actually guys, it's mostly like the 6.72 version. The only difference is the software that we use on 6.72 will not work for 7.02, but the software that we have for 7.02 has been updated and ported by June, so it is now working successfully. So I'm going to go and touch on that. If at all you ever have any doubts or you want to get a little bit more detailed specifications, I would suggest go back to my 6.72 video. I will link in the description and you can totally check it out. What I'm going to show you in this video is I'm going to go and show you how I specifically activated both my profiles, that's Sam and Ben. I'm going to show you how I restore a game save, and also how I can back up my game save just after PSN activation. And no guys, this is not going to help you go online. So if at all you have a question saying, if I offline activate my PS4, will I be able to go online and play games? No, you will not be able to do that. The only reason is to back up your games, to restore your games like the way Sony intended it to be, as well as access remote play while you're not even jailbroken. So these are the few benefits of PSN activating your profile. Alright guys, so let's go straight into it, and I'm going to go ahead and jailbreak the PS4 first. And so I do have a very limited amount of games right now, and I'm not jailbroken at the moment, so I'm going to use Call of Duty Modern Warfare as an example. I do have only a few levels finished, but I do have a game save that does have heavier levels done, so I'm going to show you that as an example, and we're going to go and get this done. Alright, let's go. So guys, before we do anything, of course, the first thing we need to do is jailbreak on 7.02. And I do have the Night King's host already cached over here, so it's going to go straight to implementing hen. As you can see, hen 2.1.3b. And this is real time, guys. You're going to actually see how long it actually takes for me. Okay, well, there's one attempt, because I did mention in my previous video, sometimes the second time or the third time it actually goes through. So there's 2 attempts now. And yeah, there you go guys. On the 3rd attempt, I do see it's successful already. It's progressing right now, and just like that, it looks like it's successful. It's gonna go ahead and load it for a second, and it should be done. There you go guys. On the 3rd attempt, I'm completely jailbroken, and that's pretty much what I'm talking about even in my previous video. It's just that it works just straight out. And alright, so what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to try and log off this for a second so I let you know about me having 2 different users over here. So there you go guys, I do have 2 accounts here, that's Sam and Ben, and this is the 2 accounts that's in my PS4 right now. And you know, you don't have that option button to show you that it's actually offline activated. So if you remember back in my previous video, in order to see that you are actually PSN activated, you'll be able to hit the options button and see if you can go offline or go online. And likewise, as you can see, both of them are not activated. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back into my system and I'm going to show you some stuff on my hard drive of my previously saved games and how we're going to go ahead and activate this, as well as the software on the PC. Unfortunately, this is not available for the Mac. You'll have to do it on a Windows. So alright guys, let's go to the system and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, and we'll come straight back to the PS4 and take things forward. So guys, back in my system over here right now, and I'm going to go to my PC. So as you can see here, this one is my external hard drive that I use for my PS4. So if you open this up, as you can see, it does have a lot of these packages and games and all of these things I've been using for all my previous videos. But what I'm really interested in is right here, the PS4 folder, because this is where you have your saved data. You click this open over here, and guys, what you see over here is going to be your PSN ID. So if you have this previously backed up on your 6.72 or 5.05, wherever you've done this before, so you can see this over here, this is your PSN ID. If I open this up, then these are the games that is backed up for me under that PSN ID. If you open this one up, these are the games that's backed up for that PSN ID. So guys, these are the PSN IDs as I mentioned. So coming back to when I had it before, if you look over here, I do have my PSN IDs actually taken note of. So this is my actual official PSN ID, guys. So this is what I was using before, but this is something I generated for the last video that I made for 6.72. So this is my generated PSN ID, and this is my official PSN ID. So in my generated one, I do have these many games backed up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and PSN activate my present profile with this generated one, because this is where I have most of my game saves compared to this one, which is just a few games that I played way back. So this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to utilize this one, and if you want to know how to generate your own PSN ID, which I'll recommend, and this is not going to be cross-verified with the Sony service because it's going to be done offline. And I'm going to show you that in just a bit. Maybe you can I'll put that in the later part of the video. But for now, I'm going to show you how to go and activate this thing down. So June is the one who released the 7.02 activation software. So I'm going to go ahead and get that up for you. So guys, this is where you go and get your PSN offline activating software for 7.02. All you got to do is click on this, and it's going to go ahead and download it for you. So I'm going to leave this link in the description, of course. So you can always find that in the description. So once you download this, this is what you will have. So this is what you will have, this particular folder with this particular thing. So you can go ahead and launch the PS4 debug, but I'm pretty sure there should be one there. So what I'm going to do first, guys, since I'm already jailbroken on the PS4, I'm going to head back to the PS4 right now, and then we're going to take things forward. So we're back in the PS4 right now. I'm just going to go log in to Sam. Since I'm using Night King, guys, and first thing we need to do is get the PS4 debug running. And before we also do that, we also need to know what your IP address is on the PS4. So I'm going to close this for a second. I'm going to go to Settings, System Information, and you should be able to see your PS4 IP address right over there. So it's 192.168.0.115. Now that's the one that's important for me as of right now. So I'm going to take a quick note of that. Now guys, we will be needing this when we go ahead and try to activate our PS4. So I'm going to go back, and the first thing I'm going to run is PS4 debug. So we need to have PS4 debug running in order for the application to make the changes on your profile. And this also is recommended to make it on a new profile, but I'm going to go ahead and try it on my profile anyhow. So I'm going to go and click on PS4 debug and wait for this thing to load up. But the only thing that sucks in 7.02 is every time we run a payload, it has to do the whole jailbreaking, injecting to the kernel every single time. So you might have to go through this again, and hopefully it's not too many attempts. So though I'm still jailbroken and I do have hen running, so for running PS4 debug, I'll have to go through the same process again, which probably could suck. Okay, it looks like the fourth attempt I do have the PS4 debug running. So it looks like it's almost successful. Okay, that sounds a good sign right there. Okay, as you can see, guys, PS4 debug by Golden is loaded and we are golden. So let's go back to the system right now. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to open up my PSN offline account activator as administrator. Put in the PS4's IP address. Remember the one you just took note of a little while earlier. So you put that down. So this is my IP address, and I'll click on connect. So there you go, guys, connected. Click get users. So click get users. And guys, as you can see, it says Sam and Ben. Those are my two users I have here. And it's all 0, so it does not have a PSN ID right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and replace, I'm going to PSN activate my Sam user account, which is my user account. So, and I'm going to use my previously generated account. So I know this might sound a little confusing, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit more clearer for you a little later on the video. So for right now, I'm just going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to talk about how to get this done. Get your own PSN ID generated. All right, so I'm just going to copy this one here, and I'm going to paste it right on top. And that's about it. I'm going to click Set ID and Activate. Once I click that, as you can see, account ID set and activated. So click Get Users to verify it was written properly. So we're going to click on Get Users again just to make sure it's verified. It's going to re-get those users over here. And there you go, guys. Looks like it is successfully done. And I do have my ID activated over here. So let's go back to the PS4 and check it out. So I'm back in the PS4 now, and I'm going to just log out of my PS4. Click on the PS button. See my users, and guys, there you go, successfully activated. And you can tell this just by looking at the username. It is italics now, it's kind of slanted, and also has the option menu. You can see over here, login with an online status up here offline, or login with an online status and up here online, which does not happen for the other account. You don't even see an options button, and then the text is normal. This is with italics. So this is how you know your account is now PSN activated. However, in order to go ahead and start using the game features and saving games and backing up games, guys, you need to go and restart your PS4 at least once in order to do that. So I'm going to go and restart my PS4 and then come back, and I'm going to we're going to go and test this out. All right, let's go. I'm logged back in after a restart. So if I go down to my settings, as you can see, I'm not presently jailbroken, but I can still go to settings, application save data management. If I look over here, I do see save data on system storage, save data on USB storage. If I click this, copy to system storage, it's reading my hard drive even though I'm not jailbroken. And as you can see, there's loads of games over here, and all of them are now available to go ahead and copy over. Funny enough, I don't have oh my god, why don't I have Uncharted? I didn't copy Uncharted at all. Damn it, Sam. So guys, here is an example that I'm going to show you. So as you can see, these are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 different games saved under this user ID. However, you cannot use the saved games from a different PSN ID on the same account that you have activated. So just as an example, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to log out of this account. And now I'm going to go to the other account, that's Ben. And if I go to the same settings, I'm still not jailbroken, by the way. And I go back to application save data management and I go for USB storage device, and it will not let me access it. So there you go, guys. This is the main difference of being PSN activated. You need to be on the latest firmware to access this particular service. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to go and activate this with my other official account so you guys can actually see how it makes a difference. So I'm going to redo the process again, guys. I'm going to go back to PS4 debug, connect to my PS4. I'm getting my users. So as you can see, Sam is now activated with my previously generated ID over here. So if we compare these two, I do have this generated ID over here already, and Ben, I'm going to activate with my other account. So I'm going to go and copy this one over here, and I'm going to paste it there, click on set ID and activate. Okay guys, it is completely done. It does look a little smaller than this one just because it has more capital letters over here, which gives, takes more space compared to more numbers. But however, it is now successfully done. I can close this down. I'm going to go back to the PS4. Both the accounts are now activated, guys. Sam is activated, Ben is activated. You still get the options over here for both these accounts. So I'm going to log on to Ben this time. So guys, remember what I told you, you will not be able to do this unless you restart your PS4. There's an example to that. You go here, I tried doing this again, and it does not let me do it because I have not restarted my PS4. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to restart my PS4 and come back to show you better. Alright guys, so after a restart, I'm going to log on to Ben, though I'm not jailbroken right now. As you can see, it's no debug settings. I'm going to go straight up to application save data management, click on save data on user device, and now, voila, you'll be able to see all of this now. So guys, if you remember, Uncharted 4, it does have some save games over here. There's only 4 games available over here because these games are only specific to their PSN IDs. It's not going to work interchanging it. So if I go and log out right now, and I'm going to log back into Sam, at the same time, I go down to settings, I go back down to application save data management and go down to save data, copy to system storage, and now you'll be able to see that I don't have only 4 games, but whatever games I have saved in this PSN ID, everything is going to appear. Those from the same hard drive, guys. This is the big difference about this. And I think I'll make a quick video on how to interchange your game saves between PSN IDs. It's quite a simple trick. All you got to do is just install it over there and then reactivate it to a different ID, then back it up again, and then bring it back again. I know it sounds a little complicated, but it's just a few steps involved. I think I'll make a quick video about that just a little while later. Alright guys, now that we're PSN activated, I'm going to show you what my present game level is on Call of Duty Modern Warfare before I go ahead and transfer my previously saved completed game stats. So let me go and run Call of Duty right now, and I'm going to show you which level I'm actually on. So guys, if you look into my present games over here, I'm all the way up to Highway of Death. So this is how much is done right now. So I'm going to quit the game now and I'm going to restore my previously saved game. Okay, so if you look over here, I do have Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I'm just going to go ahead and restore these. I don't really remember how much I've actually completed, but I'm just going to go and try it out. Now that it's restored, I'm going to go and open up Call of Duty again, and let's see what the difference is. there you go, guys. So now I do have way more than Highway of Death. I did complete a hometown. I also completed the Wolf's Den. I think I left it at that. I haven't copied my save. I haven't restored the game since then. So there you go. Now you can actually restore your previous game saves as well. Now if I go ahead and restore my rest of the games as well, you'll be able to see the same thing. This is how you get your PSN activated, and then you can go restore your games. And as you could see before, I only completed the Highway of Death. Now I also have hometown and the Wolf's Den, which is part of my saved gameplay. Alright guys, so I do have other games I can actually go restore as well, and this is the way you can actually back up your game saves as well. So right now I do have Zombie Army 4 Dead War, so I can go to settings, I can go down to application save data management, and okay, I'll find this, I can close it down. And now you can actually go ahead and save data in system storage. So these are the games that I have in my PS4 that I can go ahead and copy to my hard drive. So it does say this warning, but not a problem, it goes straight through anyway. So as you can see here, I do have Uncharted, I do have YouTube, So if I want to go ahead and save these games, I can click this and I can check them all off and copy to my hard drive. So now it's going to be copied into my hard drive and it's going to be backed up for me in the future if I ever want to restore them. So as simple as it is, guys, so this is what the PSN activation is for. So guys, it is not for online gaming, because a lot of you guys have confused about it and think PSN activation is about online gaming. It's not for online gaming. It's just that you can enable these features where you can restore your game and copy your game saves, etc., like the way Sony intended it. And yep, likewise, I can go ahead and copy more games as well. So in case you ever have an issue where your hard drive gets corrupted, or you lose your game saves or gets deleted, in any unfortunate scenario, so you can actually go ahead and PSN activate your ID, your PS4 profile, and you can just go and restore your game saves and be back to where you were before. Alright, I hope that makes sense, guys, and I hope this was pretty helpful for you. I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers and happy gaming.